Hey you guys, I'm Courtney Shexel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you clicked on this video. Today I will be providing you guys with 8 tips on how to build self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, and self-love. Tip 1. The first tip is to know who you are and to know who you belong to. Now when I say this, you have to know yourself as a person. You have to be comfortable with yourself, and you have to know who you belong to. Do you know who your father is? Not like not your biological father, I mean, not like that, but far as God, like, do you know who you belong to? You belong to a king, like, so therefore you are royalty. Like, he didn't create you to be anything less than dirt. Ephesians chapter 2 verses 19 through 22, it says that whenever you feel unloved, unimportant, or insecure, remember to whom you belong to, meaning you belong to God. God is the creator of all things. He is the Alpha and the Omega, so why would he create something that's less than dirt? You get what I'm saying? And I just want you to know that you are smart enough, you are good enough, you are beautiful enough, you are strong enough. And to just reference this to Muhammad Ali, nobody, if you really put, like, if y'all watch the movie, because I watched the movie, if y'all watch the movie, this man been claiming he was the greatest before he even knew he was the greatest. And that's why I feel like everybody refers to him as the greatest, because nobody wasn't calling him the greatest until he started calling himself the greatest. That man knew. He knew, like, he just knew. If y'all see the movie, boy, I was like, man, this man's so cocky, like, Lord. But he backed up everything he said, and he was just, every time he introduced himself, I'm Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. And everybody else started believing it too. So don't sit up there and try to bash yourself. Just like Muhammad Ali knew he was the greatest before he even was, you got to think about yourself like that too. But as soon as you step on the scene, I'm the baddest in here. And it's not so much of being self-conceited, it's just being confident, knowing that you don't compare yourself to the next person. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because the next person, they don't have what you have. You don't have what they have. But that don't make you less than a person. That don't make you better than a person. It just make you different. That you are destined for greatness. Like I said, anything that God creates, you are not meant to be less than dirt. You are destined for greatness. He did not put you on this earth to be basic, to be average. No, he put you on this earth to excel, to share his love, to be great. That's why they say if you follow God's plan, God has more for you than what you have for yourself. And last but not least, do you. People gonna talk good about you, people gonna talk bad about you, people gonna talk either way. Like, it don't matter if you're doing good or if you're doing bad in life, people gonna always talk. But until you are comfortable with yourself, you gonna always worry about what the next person has to say about you. When I dyed my hair blonde, I knew everybody wasn't gonna be with me on this. I wasn't tripping because I was doing this for me. I'm not trying to I don't do things to have approval from other people. Do you? So tip number 2, embrace your flaws. When I say this, there is no such thing as perfect. Don't you dare open up a magazine or scroll down Instagram, scroll down Twitter, scroll down Tumblr, and compare yourself to every beautiful girl that you see. Them people have insecurities too. You just don't know that they do. You know who you are for a reason. You look the way you do because God created you that way. God makes no mistake when he creates a human being, and I promise you that. Like, my head is small. My roommate been teasing me about this since she met me. At first I was like, damn, my head really small, but I'm not about to sit up there and beat myself up about it. And I'm glad my head is small, because then I can pull off hairstyles like this. No offense to if you have a big head or anything, but I'm just embracing one of my flaws. Like, my arms, they skinny, but they go with my body. Like, I'd rather have skinny arms with a skinny body than have big arms with a skinny body. Like, they go with my body. I don't really like my teeth. Like, if y'all notice over here, I don't really like, yeah, I used to suck my 2 fingers when I was little, and they was, how my people will say, they used to play patty cake, like they was really like this, but they actually got better. I'm not tripping off. This is something I'm gonna change it later on. Like, I can't afford braces right now, but sooner or later I will get braces. But until then, I'm still smiling. Jeez, people still say I have a beautiful smile. So embrace your flaws. Don't let nobody knock you down or whatever, or try to use your flaws against you. You get what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen the movie 8 Mile? And y'all remember the last rap battle? What am I saying? Y'all remember the last rap battle? And y'all remember how he claimed how he told on himself, basically, yeah, I live in a trailer park and all this other stuff, all this other type of stuff. And the other dude was just left standing there like, damn, I don't have nothing else to say, because you basically covered everything about yourself. Like, if you know your flaws, embrace it. Like, and y'all wonder why unattractive people have the most, or so society says, the ugliest people have the most confidence. Everybody is not attractive to everybody, okay? You weren't meant to be liked about everybody. You're not gonna be cute to everybody, but that's okay. And those unattractive people have accepted their flaws, okay? They know that they're not the cutest thing walking, but guess what? They gonna own it. That don't mean they about to sit in the corner and cry all day. They walk with their head up and their shoulders back. That's what you should do too. Like, you get what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up just because everybody don't find you attractive or anything like that. People don't find me attractive. I'm fine. I know I'm cute. I know I'm bald head. Like, you can't, this is stuff you can't tell me that I don't already know. So I'm not gonna feel no type of way about it. Next thing, change the way you see yourself. I used to think my skin was too black. I'm not even dark. I'm not even the darkest shade. But I used to just think, I didn't really like my skin tone like that. And that's when I was little. But now my skin tone is being praised or whatever, and now I see, even without society praising my skin, I like my skin. I like the way my skin glows when I put baby oil in. I'm looking like a walking chocolate Hershey bar. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. Like, change the things you can and accept the things you can't. Like, for as my teeth, I know later on I'm gonna get braces, but I ain't worried about that. My arms, I can't really change that. I mean, yeah, I could build muscle, but I'm not about to do all that. I'm fine with it. My head, I can't change my head, so it's gonna stay that way. Somebody told me I got a fat nose. I was like, okay, but I'm not about to go get plastic surgery and get my nose smaller because somebody else told me that. I'm perfectly fine with it. And my personal opinion on plastic surgery is that I don't agree with it. It's okay, like, for medical reasons, that's fine. But as far as like personal reasons, like you don't like the way your nose look, or you feel like your lips small, like, you know, you get what I'm saying? I feel like when you get plastic surgery for those reasons, you're telling God that he didn't do a good job on you. Like, you basically insulting God's creation. So it's just like, I just don't recommend it. But you know, if you have it, that's all fine with me. I'm cool. I'm just saying, you don't have to go that far to change. Like, far as the way you think and your attitude, stuff like that, stuff you can change, most definitely. But if you can't change it, just learn to accept it. Somebody gonna love you. Trust me. I work at an amusement park and I see a bunch of families, and I'll be like, shit, with him, he with her, they got kids together. There's a somebody for everybody. Okay. Next, tip number 3. We on tip number 3, y'all. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, but I don't know. Tip number 3, date yourself. Dating yourself, this is the time that you take to get to know yourself. Know what you don't like. Know what you do like. Spoil yourself because you deserve it. Treat yourself like a queen because you are one. Don't wait for a dude to come along and wait for him to tell you you're a queen and start acting like one. That's something you have to know. Just like Muhammad Ali knew he was the greatest before he was the greatest, you have to know that you are a queen. Because, and another thing, when dating yourself, do what makes you happy. I work at an amusement park. I said this already, but it be hot sometimes. And I still wear makeup. I know people gonna sit and be like, why does we wearing makeup when it's buku hot outside? It's gonna melt off our face. I don't care. I like wearing makeup. I'm gonna wear it in the rain, in the snow, in the heat. I'm gonna wear it because that's what I like to do. So that's another thing. You just don't have to worry about what people, stop worrying about what people say. Guess what? This face is gonna be beat though every time you see me. Oh, okay. So yes. Tip number 4, speak positive about yourself. When you be, now see, it's easy to believe the negative things, but why it's so hard to believe the positive things you tell yourself? Look in the mirror and tell yourself you got the juice. I do it. I don't feel ashamed about it. And at the end of the day, I still do believe I got the juice. So it's okay to look in the mirror and be like, girl, you got the juice. You got that apple juice. You got that pineapple juice. You got that orange juice. Tell yourself that you are great, that you are beautiful, that you are smart, that you are strong. You remember the movie The Help? and she heard that you is smart, you is kind, you is intelligent. See, when you feel your children from a small age, when you feel them with positivity, they grow up and that's all they know, because that's all you embedded in them. So if you embedding negative stuff within yourself, like, what you expect? What you expect? So stop saying negative stuff, because the tongue is powerful. According to Proverbs 18, chapter 18, verse 21, the tongue has the power of life and death. So therefore, watch the things you tell yourself. Stop bashing yourself. Talk great about yourself. Talk positive about yourself. And eventually those things you will come to believe. You get it? When you're talking bad about yourself, you're talking about God's creation. So if you're saying that you ain't good enough, or you don't have this, or you don't have what you need to succeed, first of all, God equipped you with everything you need to succeed before you even came out your mama's womb, because he already knew what you're gonna be before you came out your mother's womb. So therefore, stop insulting God's creation. Just stop. Just stop. I mean, sometimes I get down. Sometimes I just be like, damn, Cornisha, you could have done better than that. I mean, yeah, that's that. But for us, everyday talking, like, damn, girl, you look like all that stuff is not. All that stuff is unnecessary. And don't be doing that to try to beat the next person for doing it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to this dude one time, and he was just announcing all his flaws and all this other type of stuff, and I was just like, I don't really care. Like, I feel like you telling me this so you could beat me to it, but I mean, I don't really care. Like, I like you for you. Obviously, I'm attracted to you if I'm sitting here talking to you, so there's no need to beat yourself up. So, like, come on now. So, yeah. Tip number 5, act like it. You know how, like I said before, if you act like a hoe, they're gonna treat you like a hoe. If you act like a queen, you're gonna get treated like a queen. So therefore, act your part. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to start acting like a millionaire. You have to have the mind frame of a millionaire. Sit down, do some research, find out how millionaires manage their money. Find out how they invest in businesses and stuff like that. Find out how they make money. Find out all the skills and stuff that you need to become one. So therefore, when you start acting like something, you get treated that way, and then you become what you act like. That makes sense? I feel like I'm just rambling. Nobody knows your weaknesses but you. So you don't have to make known your weaknesses, because that's how people get you. Once they know your weakness, they're gonna go for it. So stop blasting out your weakness. Nobody don't know that but you. So when you walk up into the room, your head better be held high, your shoulders better be pushed back, and you just better act like you know what you're talking about. My stepdad once told me that if you say you talking on a conversation, right, and they always have these bullshitters that think they know what they talking about, but they don't know nothing they're talking about. But you gonna believe them, but you know you believe them because they're so confident in what they're saying. So it's just like, damn, he must really know what he's talking about. Tip number 6, accept your past. Whatever happened in the past, accept it, leave it there, ask God for forgiveness, and move on with life. I accepted that my ex cheated on me, even though I didn't think he was capable of doing such a thing. I accepted it. I asked God for healing, and I moved on. Like, I finally moved on. Thank you, Lord. Moment of silence, please. So yeah, don't sit up there and dwell on the past, because you're gonna get stuck in life. You never gonna move forward. How you gonna move forward if you keep on reading the last chapter? You ain't gonna never know what's going on in the next chapter, because you too busy stuck on what happened in the last chapter. So move on. Once you know better, you gotta do better. Learn from your mistakes. If you keep repeating the same old mistakes, then you're gonna be stuck forever. It's another day to get your shit together. I'm just saying, every day you wake up, it's another day to get your shit together. So don't be worried about what happened yesterday or the month before, or you too busy because you can't let go of the pain of what happened 5 years ago. It's 5 years ago. I bet you that other person is living their life while you stick, that's another thing I had to realize. While I was sitting up here feeling sorry for myself and just down, I was like, I bet you ain't any money. He over there living it up and doing all this and doing this extra stuff. He ain't over there thinking about you. So forget the next person. Like, do you? This is about you. 7. We on tip number 7, guys. Be a blessing to others. It is so selfish to not share your gift. If you know how to sing, go join the church choir. If you know how to read, go read books to little kids. If you know math, When you get to college, you're gonna realize how stressful math is. Like, math will really have you rethinking your life decision. But if you one of them people that's a genius in math, don't sit up there and hold all that talent in. Hold some tutoring sessions. Go help students who need help in math. Like, that's being a blessing to others. God has equipped you with the mind and the intelligence to be good at math, so why not go bless another person and help them get an A in the class? It's gonna make you feel good inside, and then it's gonna help the next person. Y'all ever heard crabs in a bucket? You try to pull the next person down so you could be up there. Y'all know how y'all feel so selfish about the rich people that don't really do nothing for the poor, or don't really, you know, they just being selfish with all their money. You feel like they could bless others with their money because God blessed them. That's how God feel about you. Even if you're not rich, you're able to do something. Like I said, God has equipped you with all the things you need to be successful in life. He has blessed you with gifts that you need to be successful in life, or to bless the next person. So don't be selfish. Bless other people so we can all be great. Last tip number 8, make yourself valuable. When you make yourself valuable, you help yourself stand out from other people, and you feel good about yourself. That builds your self-worth, because when you step into the office and you in a competition with the next person to get the job, what stands out about you that the CEO is going to be like, I want her, or I want him to work for my firm, or to work for my office, or to work for my company? You got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? And then especially for us, like, even if you're not in college, but the field that you're going in, think about your career. There's tons of people going after the same position you going at, especially me. Television, broadcasting, everybody won't be on TV. Everybody think they know how to talk in front of camera. So I have to build the skills that I need that sets me apart from everyone else. I have to learn things, you know, how to perfect my craft, how to perfect my skills, how just gain knowledge about certain stuff that I need to know to be the best in my field. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm competing with a lot of people all over the United States. Everybody won't be on CNN. Everybody trying to get their own talk show. But that's why it's important to make myself valuable. My field, I talk fast. My professor told me it's a good thing, and it's better that you talk fast than to talk slow, learning how to talk fast. So the only thing I need to do is just learn how to slow down. My mind, like my brain, it operates fast, and sometimes I stumble over my words and stuff like that, because my mouth and my brain don't really correlate like that. And what else I need to learn? There's a couple of things I need to work on. So this summer I'm taking the time out to learn how to build those skills, so when I get back to college, I'm well equipped and well ready to work at my school's television channel. So another thing, set goals and accomplish them. Even if it's just even if it's small goals, like drinking a jug of water in a day. Small goals like that. When you accomplish that, you like, man, like I could really accomplish something, or like I discipline myself to drink this whole jug of water and I accomplished it. Like, you feel good about yourself. I remember when I was in middle school, my goal was to get accepted to this high school, and I had to write an essay on why I thought on why I should be accepted to the high school. And that was my whole goal. Like, that, my middle school, my 8th grade year, that was my whole goal, to just get accepted into that high school. And when I got my acceptance letter, when I tell you, my mom was more happy than me, but when I got that acceptance letters, I was like, I really put my mind to something, and I did it, and I got it. So it's just like, Carnisha, you can't really, like, you can't say you can't do nothing, because there were plenty of times you put your mind to something and you got it done. Goals, start off with small goals too. Start off with small goals, just so you could, you know, it could build a little self-confidence and your self-worth, stuff like that, to, you know, help you motivate yourself to reach such goals. And then make sure you have your big goals too. Like, for us, like my best friend, she want to go to Vanderbilt, and I'm gonna push her, because I believe, like, no matter how big your goal is, it can be achievable if you just put your mind to it, and you have to put in the work. Because if you just sit there and daydream and without no work, then it's just gonna be a dream. But if you dream about it and you put in the work, then it becomes a reality. I had to learn that, because There are plenty of times where I just sit in the bed and I just daydream about being the best talk show host, slow down, the best talk show host person or the best TV personality person. Everybody tells me I have the personality for the TV, but I have to believe in myself and I have to put in the work and I have to perfect my skills, so therefore I can be the best. So I hope these tips help you guys out. Like I said, things not gonna happen overnight. It's going to take time, just like it took time for me to get to this point, and I still have some growing to do. So don't beat yourself up, don't talk down about yourself. I prayed a lot and I just worked on some issues that I just have with myself, and I advise you to take the time. Like sometimes you just need, like, even if you like a group of friends, like sometimes I had to step away from my group of friends just to get myself together, and it's okay. Like if they're your real friends, then they're gonna understand you stepping apart. You know, you needing to be by yourself. If they don't understand that, you might want to double check your friends. But from this video, I hope by the end of this video you working on yourself and you finding ways to build your confidence, and you take action on building these areas in your life. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. I'm Carnisha, so see you guys soon.